really pick and choose every single thing that you get because that's part of the whole design. So with that being an element in the game where there's some RNG in there, you have to adjust and you're using things that you don't always use. The amount of weapons that I used in this whole thing that I never even touched in the base game, it was super refreshing. And because of the game style overall, your skill expression is actually important. It's not a thing where it's like in a vacuum of like someone's solo playthrough versus another person's solo playthrough. You guys are directly helping each other, you are directly affecting each other, you can directly sabotage each other. So the skill expression
The
is
Souls community can be annoying with that.
I really enjoyed, because whenever I could tell that somebody was
It's time to go play League of Legends or Marvel Rivals.
was actually really good.
Like, congratulations, you killed the boss with one weapon.
Going down a whole lot. I could tell
Now go hit Grandmaster Challenge in League Marvel Rivals.
See how they're placing their ultimates and abilities and how they're using their items and stuff. I really enjoyed this part of the game. There's also this really cool event where Morgott ends up ganking you guys. Like at any moment in any location, he can straight up spawn on top of you, says some shit like fear the night, and then just spawns on you guys and fights you. And he's a pretty tough boss. He gives you a whole lot of runes for it, but you could also run away. I really do enjoy those dynamic elements.
Silver, that's not even true, brother.
On here, the better, in my opinion. I really enjoyed.
I didn't peak silver last year. You're lying between your butt teeth, dude. Come on, man. Don't do that.
You already got it all planned out in your head, but then when you're in the middle of fighting something and Morgott
Grandmaster and Marvel Rivals, the Platinum League? No.
That adds a whole other.
You can't say that, Jebby. They're two different games, brother.
At one point, we were in a tower and Margott ended up spawning in that mage tower with us. So we had to bail and jump out of it. Just weird, cool shit like that.
Marvel Rivals has its own set of skills as a shooter-based game.
I love that. They can
League's a MOBA.
Like other characters that gank you as well. Like, it could be more than just Morgott. You know, you could have like a whole pool of like random gank bosses from across all of these different games, like Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3. Just take a random one. Of course, it could be super unfortunate and make things way more difficult, but being more dynamic is like the soul of these types of games, in my opinion. The gameplay loop itself is good.
What's Grandmaster and Rivals to Overwatch? I don't think it has. You can't compare them, dude. They're both similar games. Like, your rank will be as good as you are in shooters.
All of that stuff. I worry that it gave people the wrong impression overall of like what the game is actually meant to be. So I'm hoping when the full game comes out, things are a lot more dynamic, a lot more RNG is introduced, and past the whole like gameplay limitations that we had here, I don't know if I really have that many complaints overall. I really don't. Not anything that would drive me away from the game, though. This is still
climbing in Rivals is too easy. A gold Overwatch player can be Grandmaster. Is that true?
$60 or $70 either. So also with the addition of all of the extra sprint movement speed and stuff, the changes to the combat, the wall running and climbing and stuff.
Overwatch players are pretty up there, man. I don't know, dude.
Little combat like nuances.
I think maybe it's because Overwatch is like a smaller pace game.
For example, I play seamless co-op, and whenever you end up stunning a boss and knocking them down and staggering them, and then you go and do the critical hit, usually only one person can do the critical hit, and the other person just kind of has to sit there and watch it. Whereas in this game, you can actually both critical hit at the same time.
Rivals has the easiest rank system.